Well, I'm going to be the first to tell you that I am not the designer at Yellow Dog Farm. Diane is, and she just did a great job in choosing this design for the bed. If you look behind me here, you can see the finished headboard, and it's got that X design just like you'd see on our barn. So it's come out just awesome, and the footboard looks great as well. So those two pieces are all done, and man, are they stout. They're just really something else. Now, the really cool part about this design, other than the fancy barn door design, is that it's going to have underbed storage. So it's going to have three 22-inch deep drawers on each side of the bed. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to work on that, get the base all set up, and then we'll be ready to move on to the rest. We're going to roll a brand new intro for our videos, and I'd love it if you'd comment and let me know what you think. We think it's a little bit more updated and it really reflects our farm. See you in a minute. Hey everybody, welcome to Yellow Dog Farm. Hey, hope you like that intro. You know, the reason we make these videos is so that others can find the content and see what's happening on our farm and think about what they'd want to do on theirs. One way you can help is by clicking like and subscribe on the videos in our channel. Thanks so much. What you see in front of me here is just a couple of the support boards put together. They're not laid out in the right dimensions, but just to give you an idea of how it's going to go, there'll be two setups like this per side, and then the drawers will slide in and out between them. The thing I love about this design is it's just all straightforward. So it's, picking the nice edges of the boards where it's going to stick out. It is all just dimensional lumber after all. So we're going to get to work. We're going to go ahead and start putting these together and see what we get. One other thing we're going to do is keep an eye on the weather. They're calling for severe storms today, moderate to severe, 40-mile-an-hour gusts. So it could get a little interesting while we're making the video. We'll keep an eye on it and see what's going on. Ran around like a chicken with my head cut off earlier today, taking out all the stuff that could blow around. So hopefully that won't be a problem for us and we can just focus on the bed. Well, okay, that's the last support. A couple of things I want to point out. You want to put the pocket holes facing up and facing down so that when you go to attach the footboard and headboard to the supports, you can actually get to the pocket screws. The second thing is that the outside supports are 3/4 of an inch taller. So it's easy to get the parts confused. You're going to want to look at that, but you can see here the inside piece comes against here nicely, and this is about 3/4 of an inch taller. So on to making drawers. Well, I'd say the weatherman called it just right. We'll go ahead and get these critters in and let them get out of this rain and avoid the lightning that we know is coming. Or Miss Daisy. Come on, doll. Let's go. Come on. You know, you can see the rain's piling up there. What we're gonna do is close these stall doors that you see behind us there. There's Miss Sadie, and we're gonna close the top half of their doors and make sure they're safe in here. The worst of the weather showed up overnight. We lost power and we had quite a bit of wind, as you can see, as daylight came. But overall, the farm fared pretty darn well. The horses had a good night inside the barn and enjoyed their hay in the morning and just seemed to do just fine. We did run around and take a look at the rest of the farm, and it was good too. Well, the Franken shed did get beat up a little bit, but that's really all we saw. So let's put that all behind us and get back to working on that bed. Okay, it's time to build all the drawers that go in the bottom of the bed. It's going to get 6 total drawers, 3 per side. It's all made out of 3/4 inch thick plywood. So once again, as the rest of the design is super stout. The way that the assembly method goes is you take the base, front and back, and then sides. And the first thing we'll do is bring the 2 front and back up, attach them with pocket hole screws and glue, and then attach the sides. And speaking of pocket holes, you can see them there on the board, or at least I hope you can. Hopefully it's zoomed in enough. And of course the base has pocket holes all the way around. Now it's best to go ahead and sand all the surfaces before you put it together. It's just easier to get at them. So we're going to do that. I'll actually assemble this first drawer so you can see what it's like, and then we'll grind through all the rest and get them done. All the plans for this bed are on hertoolbelt.com. I've got the link in the description so that you can see it there. And then we've also got part 1 where we assembled the headboard and footboard. So feel free to take a look at that link, and I'll go ahead and put a card on there so you can see that and find that video if you want to go back and watch it. We're going to go ahead and start by putting glue in the joints, and then I'm going to use these 90-degree clamps to help hold everything together while I go ahead and attach the boards with pocket screws. It just helps me to keep from things moving around. So we'll get to it. So there you can see that I've got the 90-degree corner clamps holding it all on there, and it's like just a second set of hands while I go ahead and attach this. There we go. There's the front, the back, and the base, and now we'll go ahead and put the sides on. Okay, there we go. 1 down, 5 to go. See you on the other side. Well, there we go. We made it to the other side. We've got all 6 of the drawers done, and I've just got them loosely placed here so you can see where they'll go. The drawer fronts are going to be the last thing we put on after we've completely installed the rest of the bed in the house. This thing's so big and heavy it's going to have to go in pieces, and these drawer fronts are going to take some special alignment, so we'll do those last. Overall, this thing was pretty darn easy to put together. We're off to the races. We're going to go ahead and sand and finish this thing and install it in the next video. So we'll see you then. Thanks. Bye.